Yo, what up, YouTube family? This is exciting. Welcome to my channel. All right, so this channel, for anybody who's here now, thanks for coming, thanks for joining. This channel is going to be mainly about camera, everything about cameras, camera gear, travel photography, tutorials, everything. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a ride. I have a bunch of videos coming out, a bunch of ideas, a bunch of already shot as well. So it should be pretty awesome. I'm just kind of hanging out in my backyard right now. So this first video is actually gonna be on the Fujifilm X-T4. It's just gonna be like a stabilization test actually. But right now I'm shooting on the Panasonic G9 with the 8-18 Leica. And I think it's about 10 millimeters right now. So 20 full frame if you care that much. Sorry, I keep checking over here because I'm clearly a newbie. First, we're gonna see in the different modes how they work, how well they work. Keep in mind, I did take them on a windy day by the lake, so that could play a little bit of a part. My hands were freezing, I was shaking. The main test is actually with the 16-80, which I love that lens. It's kind of a do-all, stay on your camera kind of lens. So yeah, we'll get into this little comparison. It's more of just like a Fujifilm to see how good your stabilization is. And I guess you can kind of put it against this one right here if you think that's appropriate. Right now, I'm in fully stabilized digital stabilization, but the lens is non-stabilized, so it's just the camera doing all the tricks. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, so this is a quick test with the 16-80. I'm hand holding it because my selfie stick decided to take a jump, and I think it has the, not I think, I know it has the regular image stabilization with the stabilized lens. So I'm not trying to be like too easy. I'm just kind of going, seeing how it goes, testing the microphone as well as the stabilization. Then we'll do a little test with the image stabilization plus digital to see if it changes anything. Kind of looking to see, on the screen it looks okay, but we'll see when I bring it back into post. And I kind of want to see what the microphone levels are right now. So this is the DD Duo D4. One of my first times using it. Kind of like it so far. I've used it already for a couple of things, but it sounds good. Sounds good so far. It was never this windy though. So let's see. All right, this is test number 2. So this is with the digital stabilization as well as obviously the lens and body image stabilization. Again, handheld without a tripod or a selfie stick. Just holding it by the grip. I'm not really trying to be too steady. It is extremely windy, so that definitely plays a part. It's making my hands a little bit cold, so I'm shaking. The microphone seems to be giving me some good output, and it seems to be fairly steady. Obviously, it's a little more punched in because of the stabilization, the digital stabilization. So let's see how it works out. Do you see anything weird in the background? Is it dizzying to watch, or is it pretty good? All right, that's test number 2. And then this is just, whoa, hello zebras. This is just the control test, I guess. So this is same lens, same focal range, but with the stabilization completely off. I don't really know if the lens will be stabilized in this moment. This is the 16-80 that does not have the lens button, the switch on the lens for stabilization. So I think it's all done in camera. I'm not 100% sure. All right, as you see from the first little bit of footage, I definitely feel that the camera is fairly stable, clearly better than handheld, but definitely not as good as a Panasonic or Olympus, obviously. I feel like the digital stabilization does definitely help. However, I don't think the boost helps though. I don't think it does anything, to be honest. I think it's more for standing still, handheld, wanting the camera to act like a tripod, and you know, maybe slight panning or tilting, but nothing to do with vlogging or walking. I don't think that's what the boost is for. So it definitely makes a difference for the digital stabilization. What I'm very curious about is how much the lenses in conjunction make a difference. I've definitely noticed that, even from a little bit of research, that the Fujifilm, unfortunately, unlike the Panasonic and the Olympus, they don't really have like a dual stabilization or sync IS like the other two do. From my research, I'll put it up here. I don't know if I can, somewhere here, maybe, I don't know. That they actually lose stops of stabilization when you add another lens to it, which is quite the opposite of what you would assume. So it does look okay. I'm actually going to do a final clip as well of stabilizing the footage in post in DaVinci Resolve and see how that looks comparatively. See if we can get rid of some of the wobbles, make sure it's all good. Okay, this is another test. This is a similar test that I did before. It's handheld, but I'm holding it from underneath, except instead of the grip. So it's a little more stable, I think. This is full digital stable with the lens, with the body. So this should be, in theory, fairly good. And then now I'm actually gonna do a little more of a difficult test. So I'm pacing myself, and I'm walking down the stairs right now. So let's see how this goes with the stairs. This is pretty insane, because I don't know if I'm gonna fall or not. There's quite a bit of stairs too. And they're pretty, the rise over run is terrible on these stairs. Who made these? Anyways, so yeah, here's since it's so punched in, let me give you like a nice look of what's actually going on over here. Pretty nice. Pretty nice day out, except for it's crazy cold right now. Anyways, this is the end of the handheld digital stab, but with the palm underneath the camera instead of holding it by the grip. Alright, so I don't know if this is the proper use of the setting, but this is the IS boost on as well, with digital stab and obviously the IS and the IBIS. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be vlogging with the boost on, but this is the test. Okay, I don't think this makes sense. This is IS boost on, but the IBIS off. So I don't think that would do anything. I'm assuming this is just handheld. So I guess we'll take it back and see. It's getting really cold. My arms are about to fall off too, so I'm out. Okay, so you can definitely see from that footage going down the stairs, not so good. Walking like this is pretty decent actually. Thought my tree was gonna fall on me. But the boost by itself, which I don't know why you're even allowed to do that, it definitely doesn't do anything, nothing. Like, it's useless. But the boost with the actual stabilization, I'm assuming, as I said, handheld would probably do something. I don't know. All right, I said I was out, but I wanted to make sure that I was right about it. This is now the typical use I would have. This would be regular IBIS and stabilization on, boost off, and digital stabilization off. So this is basically both the stabilizations in the lens and the body only. No dig, yo, no dig. All right, cross the road, check your sides, gotta go. Peace out. So in conclusion, I believe that it's actually quite usable. I was actually not, right now I'm actually holding this with the tripod. It's fairly heavy, to be honest. I'm holding it with two hands just because I'm lazy. I could hold it with one, but I mean, whatever. But I think with the Fuji, if I had a different tripod, a nice selfie stick, it would be a little bit better. So I am gonna try to do that control at another time, so stay tuned for that. So if you're a Fuji user as well, a Fuji user, sounds like a drug. I do Fuji, man, I do Fuji. So if you're a Fuji guy, you have some Fuji lenses and you're kind of wondering what lens to get next, or maybe you're just getting into Fuji and you want to know what the best travel kit lens is, I'm going to do a slight comparison between the 18 to 55 and the 16 to 80. And I'll let you know which one I chose and why. They're both very good lenses for what they do, but I'll get into that in the next video. As far as it is right now, I feel like the Fuji is definitely usable. It's like handheld. If you had no tripod, you wanted to do a quick video, just get it out there. More than enough. Definitely better than most, not better than some. So there you go. So if this is your first time here, which it probably is, please like, thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you suck and you don't like cameras. But in all seriousness, subscribe. Like, let's grow this community. I don't care about the bell. I mean, I don't really have too much things coming out yet. Do the bell if you want. Do it if you don't want. All good, all good. So definitely subscribe. Like if you do, and comment. Like if you have anything to say, if you have any tips, if you have any of these cameras, the Panasonic or the Fujifilm, and you have similar or completely polarizing results, please let me know in the comments below. Tip tap, tip type down below, and we'll see how we can grow this community. Thanks guys, welcome and peace out.